Conversations about mental health in general are becoming more common when it comes to men. Data shows that in recent years, less than half of men in the U.S. with mental illnesses actually received the help they need. So we're having that conversation today because June is recognized as Men's Mental Health Month, and there's a local organization fully dedicated to supporting men in all kinds of ways year-round. So Tom Maher and Andy Michael are here with the Twin Cities Men's Center, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, actually. Thank you both so much for being here.
Delighted to be here.
Congrats on 50 years.
Yes, thank you for having us. Yes.
So tell us about the work that you all have been doing. The center has been around for 50 years now, so just tell us about your mission and what it is that you both do.
Sure. Well, our mission is as a Twin Cities Men's Center, we provide resources for men seeking to grow in body, mind, and spirit. And from that foundation, we advocate for healthier family relationships and community relationships. So what that looks like is our services break down into 4 different offerings. We have a family law clinic once a month for men and women. We have presentations for men and women around a wide variety of topics. And then one of our strongest offerings is we have support groups for both men and women around a variety of issues. And then we've got anger management classes, which that's actually just grown quite a bit. We had one class we've been doing for about 29 years. Now we've launched 3 new classes. So that's our different offerings, and I'm sure Andy Michael has some stuff he'd like to add about that.
Andy, yeah, you were telling me, you were showing me you have a unique approach to this, a holistic approach.
Integral men's health, yes. So I was explaining 5 dimensions, not just physical health, but also emotional health, social health, intellectual health, and spiritual health. We are sometimes described as helping men develop and grow emotional intelligence and social intelligence at the Men's Center through the support groups. These are all peer support groups. There's no experts. We have volunteer facilitators that are trained. Same with the anger management classes. Those are volunteer facilitators. The whole organization has been run by volunteers for 50 years.
Wow, that is incredible.
Yeah, and I serve as the office manager, and Andy is our vice chair. And you talk about how men need this stuff. And what happens a lot of times is it seems like the men that come to us, we're like the last stop. They've tried everything they can, and there's nothing else they can find, and they come to us, and hopefully that's where we can turn the ship around and get things moving in a more positive direction. So.
Yes, I have to agree. And there's even people from all walks of life. There's a university surgeon, a University of Minnesota surgeon that wrote a book called, what was it, something time, crisis time, that was it.
Okay.
And he has a whole chapter in the Men's Center, how it saved his marriage.
Okay.
And I personally benefited from when I went through divorce in, when was that, 1981, my first marriage, from the Men's Center support group for divorce and uncoupling.
So clearly there's a need here, is what you're saying. You've expanded over the past 50 years. How have you grown? Some of the classes, it sounds like, have gotten bigger, and perhaps you have more offerings now.
Yeah, and the classes have grown, but it's interesting too because we really try to respond to what the community and society wants and needs, and that shows up in our support groups because they'll come and go. So it's when someone reaches out and says, we need a support group for this, we run it by the board, and if it fits within our mission and it makes sense, we try to launch that. So we've had support groups for men and women who are in prison, who are transitioning out of prison. So it's for the incarcerated people and for their families because it's a transition for both of them. We've had support groups for men who were facing retirement issues. We had a support group that was solely for women around sexual addiction. So and that one's gone away, but they come and go. Right now we've got the longest running gay men's issue support group in the Twin Cities. We've got a support group called Choosing Healthy Sexual Boundaries. We've got a support group called Addiction Busters for both men and women, and that's a lot for people who feel like the 12 steps don't really work for them. Addiction Busters provides a great option for that. And then like Andy mentioned, we've got our General Men's Issues, Divorce and Uncoupling, which focuses on that. It's also a great next step for people who've been through anger management and want more sharing, more support, and more feedback around what they're doing.
So we don't have a lot of time left, but I do want to ask you just briefly, if someone thinks, okay, I think I do need this help, but they're on the fence, just what's a message you would say to someone in that situation?
You'd be surprised that men can help other men share feelings and validate your feelings. And it's safer, let's say if you're going through divorce, to talk with a man when you may be not at a low point in trusting women at that point in your life.
And what I tell people a lot of times is I'll tell them, look, I'm the office manager. Our support groups are donation based. I'm giving my permission. Don't donate anything. Just show up. the most you've got to lose is 2 hours of your time. And if you can't stand it, there's no commitment. And you never have to come back. If you love it, which I hope you will, you'll come back and get more support. And if you got a few bucks, throw it our way. So yeah, I try to make it as very easy to show up, and of course there's no commitment, so it's very easy to leave if it's just not a fit for them, and that's pretty rare that it's not a fit for them. So.
All right. Well, thank you both for being here, Tom and Andy. We appreciate your time. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. You can find more information about the Twin Cities Men's Center at tcmc.org.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you.